Hello everybody, we're still in the area of the night talking up a storm here. We give him the guy Derek the gem color we got from the dwarves because, you know, he carves gems and stuff. He's probably going to use it. I insist, take it. That is too kind of thee. I cannot tell thee how much it will help me in my work. Thou hast demonstrated much humility by giving away this artifact. It's only right that I will tell thee of the Ring of Humility, and that is another talisman. There's a room in the northwest portion of the level below us. There you will find 4 switches. Flip them in this order: northwest, southeast, northeast and southwest. Be careful to stay out of the middle of the room. And then the Ring of Humility will be revealed. Thank you, we're going to try that out, but not now. So is there anything else here in this room? A box, but it belongs to a knight, so we're not going to take it. We don't want to anger him. Yeah, no, he's a good guy, and if we anger him, we probably have to kill him. No, we came from that direction. We're heading towards the northern direction. Thank you very much. So what do we have here now? To the left side there is the armorer, so let's take a look at that door here. Open it, talk with the armorer and talk to the armorer. Well, isn't there a book? Does it belong to somebody? No, read it. Mundane Strikes Back. Yeah, well, if you played the first trilogy of the Ultima games, you know who Mundane is. Welcome, traveler. Well, he looks just like the Kyle guy. Welcome, traveler. How can I help thee? Tell me of the sights of this level. Ah yes, this area is wonderfully designed. We created much of it ourselves, with some help from the artisans of Minok and the mountain folk. There are many regions of interest. Although the abyssal colony has only existed a short time, it is filled with wonders to match any found in Britannia. Canst thou tell me of these wonders? In the northeast corner of the level is the puzzle of the bullfrog, made by a mountain folk craftswoman who had a love of frogs. That's strange a little, isn't it? Oh well. To the northwest is the Maze of Silas, a stonework on lava of deceptive walls. Beyond the maze is the Door of Precious Levers, which opens the gateway to the resting place of one of our order. There's a water-filled area to the west of the abyss. Volcanic core. The waterfall is something to see. Now you can ask him about those puzzles. Past the puzzle in the northeast, there's an entrance to the tomb below. To reach the entrance, one must traverse an area surrounded by water. It is said that by using the levers and buttons in the area, one may create a safe path to the other side. It has been years since the puzzles were created, though, and its solution is now lost. The only clue I know of is that the wand found will restore the puzzle to its original state. Well, tell me of the other sides of the level. The Maze of Silas. The Maze of Silas is now infested with pests and littered with debris and bones. But there are said to be other things in the maze as well, hidden chambers and items of some value. The locations of these chambers and items are unknown now, however, so what they contain I cannot reveal to thee. What else does thou know? Tell me about the Door of Precious Levers. The puzzle of Precious Levers is beyond the maze. Although the members overnighted will not be specific, it's believed to be a concealed area. The puzzle itself was built to guard the stores of the old government of the Abyss. However, not one of us could tell thee what lies beyond the closed door. The workings of these levers are not understood, but it is said that their secrets can be gleaned through careful examination of the artifacts of our order. I have not the patience for such research, but perhaps one who does will solve the mystery. Any other sites in the watery area? Near the volcano's shaft is a set of falls leading to 2 pools. One pool is very hard to reach, at least from our domain, but it's said it's simple to get there from the lair of the lizard folk. Would that one among us could speak their tongue and learn the easier route. The second pool is in a secluded spot near a fishing run south of the Abyss Central Shaft. Well, tell me about the trolls then. They are indeed a vicious and dangerous race. I would call them indecent, but that was not Kapir's way, and I strive not to make it mine. They are, truth be told, honorable in their own way. Only a few of them still cling to any shreds of the Abyss purpose, though. Some have reverted to their natural combative state. They are monsters, and powerful ones at that. How can one pass through their realm safely? Thou needst not fight continually to survive their realm. In the south, there where the main meeting hall of the trolls used to be, there are still trolls who respect Kapira's purpose. They can't tell thee more of the realm. Beware the dark trolls, though. They are more powerful even than the normal ones. Also beware the northern parts of their realm, for they have been invaded by spiders, headlesses, and worse. These monsters will provide enough trouble, so don't attack trolls unless they attack thee first. There will be enough trouble staying alive without picking fights. How did your order come to the Abyss? We came here from Yellum. Yellum is that town that is associated with the honor of Valor. That's where where the knights live. No, not the knights, the fighters live. The fairest town in Britannia, that I can say with certainty. Been to them all I have, and none compare. Well, I wouldn't say it's the nicest town, but it certainly is a fine town. The colony of the Abyss was an achievement unparalleled in recent times. 8 cultures mixing in one environment and getting along splendidly. We had some banquets that were spectacular, I tell thee. They rivaled the best of parties that even Yellum could offer. We would all gather just to the northeast of here in the banquet hall. We would stay up all night, though of course it's hard to tell down here, and recount tales of our homelands and our rituals and our friends. Now all we do is fight for food and space. Truly the death of Kapirus was the death of the colony of the Stygian Abyss. Still we try, for it is all we can do to honor his legacy and dream. I thank thee for thy time, so he knows a lot of the Abyss and its history. But on the other hand, how can the death of one man shatter a whole civilization? That shouldn't be that way. A strong civilization should survive that. So, who are you, my friend? Talk to me. I said, hey, talk to me. Ah, Trish. I welcome thee to the last bastion of civilization in the Abyss, traveler. Ah, thou dost relieve my fears where I thought civilization gone. It has been thy misfortune to travel through the other levels of this wasteland. I am not surprised that I think that way. However, we still abide by the dreams of Kapirus and the 8 virtues. I thought all had abandoned Kapira's dreams. No, we work still to bring about a return to the days of the Abyss glory. There is hope yet if the race of the colonies will believe again in the virtues and in each other. Unfortunately, I think there is little hope. Most of the dwellers in this colony have forgotten what little they may have once known about its purpose. Even the most stalwart believers now doubt. No one remembers the virtues anymore. It is a sad situation, where several months ago someone came from above and stole one of the greatest treasures remaining from Kapira's days. What was stolen? We lost many small things, mostly from storage. All of our torches and lanterns were taken. Remember that guy Zack on the lizard man level, I think, that was obsessed with, his fear of darkness and had all kinds of torches with him? That was the guy who stole here. A few items of food, but mostly light sources actually, quite odd. The grave laws was that of the taper of sacrifice, though. It was created by Sir Kapirus himself and imbued with virtue. We placed it in our shrine where we kept a vigil over it. There it remains lit for 3 years. But one day a man arrived at one of our guard posts. He ranted and raved, but we let him in, as common courtesy dictates, of course. He started running around and grabbing candles and such. We were all too shocked to respond. Then he grabbed the taper itself and ran off. By the time we were in armor and are ready to give chase, we had lost him. A tragedy it was. So let's show her the taper, because we found it. I believe that I have found this taper, and she wants to take a look at it. Well, here it is. Ah, it's good to see the taper again. It's good indeed. I thank thee for a chance to let me see the taper again. Now that thou hast found it, it is right that thou dost keep it. Thou wilt find that the light it produces is quite steady, for it continually sacrifices of itself to produce light for thee. Kapirus imbued it with virtue, however, and although it consumes itself constantly to provide light, it is constantly replenished as well. So yes, that taper would actually, produce light forever, but, it still is quite dark. So we're not going to use it. What do we have here? A ragged scroll. Let's read it. Certificate of Honor presented to Trish Vander upon winning the Serpent's Hold full-day crackshot competition. Well, congratulations to them, my girl. So, which way do we have to go now? Probably north, I say. Yeah, north. We go to the north. No, this is south. This is north. So we're leaving the area of the knights again. And now we're going to talk... Move it! To that guy here. It's another knight. Biden. Greetings, brother. What is thy name? I am Byron. I am Byron. Pleased to make thy acquaintance. Sir, thou art a member of my order. Thou dost strive to uphold the ideals of honor as posed by our order. Thou dost understand the virtues and understands the way of knighthood. Please listen to my tale. We will do so, but we will do so in the next video. So thanks for watching.